our face about 7 shades lighter than what it's supposed to be. So first I'm gonna start with this Makeup Forever foundation stick, and all the shades are gonna be listed below. And I'm also going to be using this Tarte Shape Tape. This is in Fair. I think this is the lightest shade they make. So we're gonna add this into the foundation to make it even whiter. Guys, we'll start blending. I'm also going to be highlighting my face with the Makeup Forever Flash Palette. I'm gonna use white, just like we do to highlight our face. But first, I'm gonna blend this in with a damp beauty blender. And we're gonna get white, okay? We're gonna get really, really pasty. So Ben walked out of the room while I was whitening out my face, and he just came back, and I think he forgot that we're doing a Halloween tutorial, and he's like, good Lord, woman, have you forgotten how to match foundation? And you know what? Deal with it, Ben. So now I'm gonna take this brush, and I'm blending the concealer. I added more concealer, but the top I'm gonna actually wear kind of comes up kind of high, but we still wanna make this really white, even down through here. And this is a Sephora 66 brush. I actually love this brush for foundation. And I didn't do this eyebrow because we're gonna do something feathery and batty with this eyebrow. But on this side, we're still gonna be, you know, kind of look like we have our life together. This is still our life is kind of together, and this one is the, you know, I'm a sexy bat. I'm just a sexy bat, okay? And let me tell you guys, this palette it's pricey, but there's like nothing like it. This formula is like Halloween in palette form. Like, you have to have it. So we're gonna highlight just like we normally highlight, but we're gonna be highlighting with white, okay? Because we're pasty. We're undead. And the undead, they highlight with white. True story. Right, Ben?
That's what I heard.
He's right. So we're just gonna put this in the normal places that you would normally highlight. I mean, you know, I might be dead, but I'm gonna have a snatch nose contour. I don't care. I don't care. So that's about all the places that we're gonna highlight. All right, guys, Beauty Blender, tap this in. My Beauty Blender is damp with water. I always have to remind you guys that. Beauty blenders work, but they're supposed to be wet. So always make sure that your Beauty Blender is wet. It's just gonna help your product move around easier. Just keep blending in your undead highlight. I mean, look at that. I mean, I'm kind of feeling it. Are you feeling it, Ben?
You look dead.
That's what I've always wanted to hear. He's so romantic.
You're drop dead gorgeous right now.
That's better. Okay, we're done. Tell me I'm pretty. Okay, guys, how cool are these contacts? These are from CAMO Eyes. I want you guys to go check them out. They have the most, I can't get over their contacts. Like, they're so scary, but so cool. They have regular ones too. I actually got some of those too, but these are actually really, really, really comfortable. And I don't even wear contacts, and I'm loving them. So check out CAMO Eyes. You will not regret it. Amazing. Okay, so now I'm gonna take, this is actually a MAC highlight and contour palette. I didn't make it, it came this way. I'm gonna take this white shade and I'm going to set the fiddles out of my face here. I felt like I needed more powder, so I'm gonna use my Mercier translucent powder. This look is not about looking natural. I mean, we're dead. We're supposed to look, you know, kinda, what's the word I'm looking for, Ben?
Pale.
Pasty.
Decomposing.
Oh, just keep on.
Lifeless.
Lifeless is good.
Bloodless.
Definitely. I think that's good enough. But anyways, so I'm just gonna take this. I love this brush for powder. This is also a Sephora brush. This is a 91 from Sephora. So we're just gonna continue to tap in this. Okay guys, we're kind of doing the soap brow thing here. I need my brows to stand up and be super feathery. So I just squirted some MAC Fix Plus on a bar of soap. I got it at a hotel, you know, just laying around. And I'm just going to feather this into my brows and make them stand up really, really fluffy, like a bat. Okay guys, so I'm gonna take Granite here. I'm gonna take the black shade. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pro palette. I've had this so long. I love this thing. And instead of like filling in my brow, we're even gonna take it way over here. We're gonna just draw feathery, bat shaped fur, fluff brows. So you guys can kind of see my technique here. And we want to just feather them out. And we're going to continue this all the way over to here. I'm going to continue it right here, but I'm going to keep on going in between. And you can bring it up because we're trying to keep this a very sassy looking bat, but a bat nonetheless. And just like our normal eyebrow, we're still going to fill underneath here, and we are going to continue to brush this up, but we're going to continue to do these little feathery hair-like strokes. Guys, I switched to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in Ebony, and I'm just going to continue to draw these hair-like strokes. We want them really uneven and fluffy. Okay, now I'm going to take Fawn Shadow by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and we're going to start us a shape here. This is going to be a very defined shape, and we're even going to bring it down into here, and we're going to bring it up into the eyebrow. We're not going to carve this eyebrow out or anything. This one is going to look a little more messy because we're turning into a very sassy bat. And now we're going to take this shadow out to the temple. Okay guys, we're still going to use Fawn, and we're just going to continue to shade and shape this into a, a wing-like shape. Now we're taking Fudge, also Anastasia, and we're using our same dose of colors blending brush. And we're going to put that a little bit farther underneath Fawn. And it's okay if it goes onto your lid because we're going to be doing black there, you guys. Same technique, bringing it down into here, onto the side of your nose, and up through there. Guys, I switched to a Sephora Fine Line liner here. This is liquid liner, and this is really giving me what I need in my life right now. Okay guys, y'all already know we need some black eyeshadow. This is my favorite black eyeshadow in the world. This is NOIR. This is my favorite black eyeshadow in the history of black eyeshadow. Like, none other compared to NOIR.
That's good.
Oh, it's good. I did a good job. Okay, guys, so we're going to go in the same pattern. But now we're going to flick this out, and we're going to let this blend into the browns that we have. And it's okay if it blends into your eyebrow. That's the effect we're wanting. I'm going to take Fudge again, and I'm just going to use that same brush. And I'm going to start to shade around here, and I'm going to go really lightly, and I'm going to try to make this look like hair because we want it to look fluffy over here, and then when we come to this side, girl, it's going to be glam, okay? We just turn it into a bat. It's temporary. We're going to go back to glam. But we're going to start with Fudge, and I'm going to take it into here. Make sure you get all up in your hairline. We're gonna wear a wig, but we wanna make sure. And then let me hop on over to NOIR right now. We're gonna focus it. I'm gonna take most of the product and put it here. That way we kind of get it off our brush. And then we're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna go back up the hairline. We kind of wanna look dirty and fluffy. Kind of like a stray kitten, because we still want to be cute too. Alright guys, we're back into Granite here, and we're using a small angled brush, and we're going to start to draw little tiny hairs, plural, where we kind of shaded in the brown and the black. Just go really lightly and do light strokes. Alright guys, I went into Fudge, and I'm using a MAC 228 brush. And then I just went underneath the darker flicks, and I just kind of added some dimension here. And don't forget guys, your fingers are like your best tools ever. So when you're not liking something, I mean lightly go over it with your finger. I'm just going to continue to buff this out. But we don't want to lose too much definition, we're just going to add some dimension here. Now I'm taking Noir again, and I'm using a MAC 242. We're gonna find our cheekbone. I'll put all these baby hairs away. We're gonna find it, and we're going to go here. So now we're gonna take our brush, and we're gonna keep this line really harsh. And that's exactly how we want to shape it. So I switched it. We're gonna make this feathery too, and I'm still just using the black shadow. And I'm still using a MAC 242, and we're just gonna go up and down. I'm trying to get us some fur going on here too. Hey guys, I'm using that blending brush again, and now we're taking Fudge, the brown shadow, the dark brown. And now I'm just going to kind of give that same effect and shadow this out. I'm gonna leave this right here white still, because we kind of want it to still have a little of a highlight. Because y'all know we're a glam bat. Now I'm taking Noir again in the MAC 228, and we're creating hair-like strokes. I don't want these to be as defined through here, because we're morphing into it up here. We're already morphed more here than we are on our cheek. Alright guys, let's go ahead and finish off our eye. We're gonna put Noir on our lid, and we're just gonna blend that in. And we want it to be rather, I don't want to say sloppy, but there's no definition here, because we're gonna put the black underneath here as well. Very careful if you're wearing contacts while doing this. We're gonna put this on our waterline. Now I'm gonna take Fudge, and we're going to buff this out under here and just connect it over here. And we want this to be pretty blended underneath here. But again, we're a bat and we're dead. We're a dead bat. So nothing really pretty about this side. Okay guys, bat nose time. I made this with, hand me that. Fetch me that so I can show them. This is the MEHRON liquid latex. All you do is I shape this. I put it on my nose like the other day, and I shaped it into a bat nose. Oh, and right now it is dry, but I just put a little more of this so it'll stick. This stuff seems so much scarier to work with than what it is, but I've never seen anything in my life be so easy to work with. So we want this to sit up, and if you guys go look at a bat right now, you'd be like, oh my god, I know what she's talking about. Look at its little batty nose. But I'm about to cover it with my flash palette, and I'm going to use the black shade right here. We're about to have a little batty nose, and we're going to be so cute little bat. Okay, so let me show you guys real fast. I'm going to put some more on here so it'll stay. And this stuff dries pretty fast in really thin layers. Now, if you pile it on, it's not going to dry. It's going to take a long time. But here's my little bat nose. And I'm going to wait, I'm probably going to wait about 5 minutes for this to dry a little bit more. But we want to make sure we really have this sitting upright and looking all batty. My little bat nostril. How cute am I been?
Pretty cute.
Hug the bat.
I'm not sure.
Come here and hug the bat.
I don't know.
Little batsy hugs. Okay, let's fix it. Let's go over it with the black. Let's wait about 5 minutes for it to get really dry here, and then we're going to paint it black and have a cute little bat nose. So before I do paint it, I'm going to put some black shadow here, and we're going to kind of shade in here. I'm just going to give it some depth and kind of get our batty nose shape going. And I'm just using a MAC 242 in the same Noir shadow. And remember, we're going to keep this side of the nose over here contoured and sassy still, because we're still a sassy vampire over here. Over here, we're a sassy bat. So just keep shading that, and then I'm going to take the brown. I'm going to take Fudge, same brush, and we're going to kind of give it some dimension. Just like the rest of our face, before we get our black paint on, ooh, something's running away. Before we get our black paint on, we're going to take the 242 and we're going to do our little hair strokes. I really want to like play with a bat now. I just want to hold one and tell it I love it. I feel like they're super fluffy and super cute. Ben, do you have your rabies shot? Now I'm taking this black flash paint here from the Makeup Forever flash palette, and we're going to Make sure all of this liquid latex is covered. And you can use any brush, and please use brushes that you don't really like when using this stuff. It does wash out, but it's just best to use your not so favorite brushes. So we're just gonna continue to cover this. Okay guys, I'm gonna use this gorgeous Too Faced Power of Makeup times NIKKIE tutorials. I love this palette, and we're gonna go into Painkiller here. And I'm not even gonna do an eyeshadow primer because I have so much foundation on, it kinda is gonna act like one. So let's start by getting us a defined crease. I'm using a Morphe R39. These brushes, the Rose Gold collection, is like incredible. I find myself using this brush more than my others. So definitely check that out. But for right now, we're just gonna be building up a crease. And this is our more glam side, so we're gonna try and make this side a little more put together than our fluffy bat side. Now I'm gonna take Makeup and Chill, same brush, same technique. We're gonna take it over through here. This is gonna be a little darker and scarier than our usual makeup, but it's still gonna be glamorous. Just because you're dead, don't mean that you can't slay. I went ahead and I did drag it over to here, and I just kind of made it a light nose contour. There's nothing natural about this look, so our nose contour is going to be really, really ashy and shady because why, Ben?
You dead.
Dead. You know what? And when you're dead, you can do what you want. If you want to make your eyeshadow your nose contour and you want to bring it down, guess what? You're dead. You can. What you gonna say? I'm dead. Now I'm taking my MAC 242 and Wanted. We're going to carve us out a crease. Carve it out. Alright guys, now I'm taking my Morphe brush again, the blending brush. No product on it, and I'm just going to soften just the top part of this black line and blend it into the brown. I want this extremely defined, so I'm not going to blend it out too much. Now I'm taking Mystic Hour, this shade right here. Are y'all ready? This is the prettiest shade ever. Oh my goodness. I'm a vampire. I feel it. This is like exactly vampire. Do you love it, Ben? Alright guys, taking MAC Feline again. Please be extremely careful doing this. One thing, we don't want to get black on our contact either. I usually don't touch my eye to do this, but I'm going to do this today. So please be careful while doing this. Okay guys, I'm back into my MAC 228 brush. And we're going to define our crease. I'm using Wanted from the palette. This is the black shade. I'm just going to define this through here, and we're going to go underneath here and start to finish out the eye. We want this extremely smoky under here because we are a alluring vampire, and what is more alluring than smoky eyes? So I went ahead and decided to shade out this part of the eye as well, just through here, top to bottom. We're going to leave all this pretty and blue and shiny, but we're going to shade this part out. Alright guys, you ready for wing liner? Because I wouldn't be a vampire if I didn't have wing liner. So I'm going to take the NYC liquid liner, and we're going to bring it all the way over here, and we're going to bring it pretty far up, because you know what, we can. There, and we're going to connect it, and then we're just going to fill it in, you guys. Alright guys, I chopped up a pair of lashes. These are knockout lashes from House of Lashes. I'm going to list them below, and I'll tell you which ones I cut up. So I just kind of cut them into sections, and I'm using the House of Lash glue, and I'm going to let this sit for about, this time you let it sit about 2 minutes. This glue dries a little bit faster than other glues, so I'm going to use it for this look. And we're going to pop this underneath here. Alright guys, we let our lash glue dry. Now let's just pop this underneath the lashes. And we're going to set it up. Sometimes I even like to hold them until they dry. These are really heavy, but they're going to be cool for this. I went ahead and popped on the other one. While they're drying, continue to push them up because you kind of want them to sit up. But we want them to look really spidery and spooky. So let's put on the last one. And we're going to finish with the other knockout lash from House of Lashes. Let's pop it on there and work it into your lash line. Alright guys, let's use this contour palette from MAC. This one seems kind of ashy, so I think this is what we're wanting. I think I even want it a little cooler than this. So I might walk on over to an eyeshadow. Okay, let's use Painkiller here from the Too Faced Power Makeup. Just kind of soften it with this. And we want this contour. We want it like, we ain't even playing. We ain't trying to blend this out. We are dead. Who cares what people say about us, right? We get to have our contour as sharp as we want. And I'm gonna bring it to here. Oh, and I'm using a Morphe R8. These are those brushes I was telling you about. They are amazing. So we're gonna blend over here. Just blend it, but don't blend it too much. We'll soften it right here, but we still want it really harsh. And we're gonna go underneath the neck and chin with Painkiller as well. So because we're not gonna let anybody tell us anything, I'm gonna use Fudge shadow, and we're gonna deepen it through here too. Ben, don't you try and tell me that my contour is too harsh. Don't do it. Okay guys, let's use this OFRA lipstick in Honolulu and Fantasia. Let's start with Honolulu, and we're only gonna do half. I wish it was always just half of my lipstick. Ooh, this shade is so pretty. Y'all, I'm dead. You know what I get to do? Because I can. I get to overdraw my lips. And if you try and tell me any different, I'll come bite you. We're gonna add Fantasia on top. Ooh, that just gonna, oh, that ties in. Oh my god, it ties in so good. Ben, are you so excited?
Mm-hmm.
Alright guys, let's go back into our flash palette. And we're gonna line our lips with the black. Okay guys, so I got this ear at the party store. And I just took my MEHRON liquid latex, and I'm going to make sure this adheres to my skin. I just put a little bit underneath there, and I painted this ear black. It's actually an elf ear, but I was like, you know what? That's gonna be a bad ear. So we're gonna do that, and then we're going to make sure that we hide my hair underneath this wig, but I mean, we're looking pretty fierce. So we're gonna wait for this to dry, and then I'm gonna make sure I hide all of the white latex. So let's wait for this to dry. Okay, I'm gonna take my MEHRON liquid latex, and we're gonna do 2 dots. Guess what these are gonna be? So we're gonna let these dry, and then we're gonna fill them in, and we're gonna do a little purple around them, and then we're gonna do black. Okay guys, I literally started to pat black around the wound, and then I used this same brush and I dabbed red right in the middle. These are so easy to do. So just dab the black. I did the black first. And then I wiped my brush. I'm filthy. And then I wiped my brush. I went into red. And then I just dabbed in there for tooth marks. And then I just let the red trickle down. So easy. Alright guys, I already kind of have vampire teeth, but they're not that pointy. So let's add some more. Y'all ready for some blood? I can barely talk now. I look so scary though. I love you, Annie. Okay guys, we're gonna put a little here. I hope you guys can understand me. So we're gonna let it drip down there. And I think that's good enough. Okay guys, happy Halloween! I can't talk, so we're gonna make this outro very short. But I hope you guys enjoyed this! I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching.